My best friend didn't just defend me when I was betrayed, she went to war for me. My best friend walked into my engagement party, grabbed the microphone from my fiancé's hand, and asked the room if anyone wanted to know what he was doing last Tuesday night. That was the moment I learned my best friend Colette had spent 3 weeks gathering ammunition while I planned a wedding to a liar. I met Darren at a coffee shop 4 years ago. He was charming, attentive, and said all the right things. Within 6 months, we were living together. Within 2 years, he proposed with a ring that sparkled almost as brightly as his promises. Everyone loved Darren. My parents adored him. My coworkers envied me. Even strangers commented on what a beautiful couple we made. I thought I was the luckiest woman alive. Colette never trusted him. She'd known me since middle school. 23 years of friendship, more than half our lives. She'd watched me date men who weren't good enough and celebrated when I finally found one who seemed worthy. But something about Darren bothered her from the beginning. She couldn't explain it clearly. Just a feeling. Something in his eyes when he thought nobody was watching. The way his stories sometimes didn't quite add up. The charm that felt practiced instead of natural. I dismissed her concerns. I told her she was being overprotective. I accused her of jealousy, of not wanting me to be happy. We nearly stopped speaking over it. Colette backed off. She attended dinners with Darren. She agreed to be my maid of honor, but she never stopped watching. 3 weeks before my engagement party, Colette saw Darren's car at a hotel across town during a weekday afternoon. He was supposed to be at a work conference in another city. She didn't tell me. She followed him instead. What she discovered destroyed everything I believed about my life. Darren had another girlfriend, a woman named Shannon who lived 40 minutes away and thought she was his only serious relationship. He'd been seeing her for 2 years. He'd proposed to her 3 months before he proposed to me. He was planning 2 weddings simultaneously, probably intending to choose between us at the last possible moment. Colette spent 3 weeks confirming everything. She found Shannon's social media, her friends, her posts about their engagement. She tracked Darren's movements and documented his lies. She could have told me immediately, but she wanted to make sure he couldn't deny anything. She wanted to make sure he burned publicly. The engagement party was at my parents' house. 60 guests, catered food, a photographer capturing our happiness. Darren gave a toast about finding his soulmate, about how lucky he was that I said yes. Then Colette took the microphone. I'm sorry to interrupt, but before we celebrate this engagement, I think everyone should know who we're really celebrating. She connected her phone to the speakers. Photos appeared on the television screen my parents had set up for a slideshow. Darren with Shannon. Darren proposing to Shannon. Screenshots of texts where Darren told Shannon he loved her while I was in the next room waiting for him. The room went silent, except for my mother's gasp. Darren tried to grab the phone. Colette stepped back calmly. Don't worry, I already sent copies to everyone here, and to Shannon. She's also discovering tonight that her fiancé is engaged to someone else. Darren's face transformed from charming to vicious in seconds. He called Colette a jealous liar. He said I'd never find anyone better. He said I was lucky he'd considered choosing me at all. My father escorted him out before he finished speaking. I stood frozen while the party dissolved around me. My mother held me. My aunts whispered angrily. Guests showed themselves out with shocked expressions. Colette found me an hour later sitting alone in my childhood bedroom. I'm sorry I didn't tell you sooner. I needed proof that he couldn't explain away. You knew for 3 weeks and watched me plan a wedding. I knew you'd believe him over me without evidence. I couldn't risk losing you to his lies again. She was right. I would have defended him. I would have accused her of sabotage. I would have chosen the fantasy over my oldest friend. Instead, I had the truth. Painful and public and undeniable. The fallout was spectacular. Shannon contacted me and we compared notes. Darren had been running the same playbook with both of us. Same compliments, same promises, same lies. We reported him to his employer for using company resources for personal travel during his double life. He was fired within a month. Last I heard, Darren moved back in with his parents. Both engagements dissolved. His reputation in our community never recovered. Colette stood beside me through the recovery. The therapy sessions, the anger, the grief. She never said I told you so. She just showed up, again and again, the way she always had.